We made it. Let's go!
Yeah.
What?
The game ended. The song's done.
Oh, man, this has been a good week. Roll that music.
All right, well, welcome to our first live stream of the year. Well, the season, but
That's
we
a
had
nice
to
new,
after the game, right?
Yeah, that's a nice new intro of us just drinking a lot.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, right. I was doing it, putting it together, and I was like, oh wait, it's like literally everything that we do.
So if you're looking to beer sponsor us, I mean, look, plenty of advertisement.
A bunch of pictures of us drinking rum.
It's been a rough season.
Yeah, not anymore though. Not anymore.
No, TJ Watt's back.
Yeah. So what'd you think of the game, Matt?
Well, I thought it was a damn good game to go to.
Yeah,
I think we picked the right one.
Yeah.
Yep. Defense was firing all cylinders, even without Mika.
Yeah.
And
yeah, Kazi definitely stepped up and filled in his shoes pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
We've really been lucking out with these backup defensive backs like this year. It seems like we almost play better with the backups than we do the starters.
Well, his return was highly anticipated so that we could have a 3-safety defense. And Mika had to ruin that with, emergency surgery.
Yeah, come on.
But he is back this week. He said he's back. He was trying to get them to do surgery after the game. He wanted to play the game with appendicitis, and I was like, "You're nuts! Like you're straight up nuts."
That's incredibly dangerous.
Wasn't he a full participant in practice though? Like,
yeah,
Wednesday or Thursday.
He had surgery Saturday.
Yeah, I think he was. He practiced fully on Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
I thought they said
he wasn't 110%. He was just 100%.
Oh, okay.
So
it's like, oh hey, the wrong hit. Don't worry, it could kill you, but like, don't worry about it.
So you can't have the wrong hit when you're the one laying out the hits.
True. Unless he's getting
got illegal blocks.
All right, well, enough of talking about Minka coming back.
It was nice to see the run game finally show up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was, and it was because it wasn't just Harris.
It's never just Harris.
No dancing around. It's always him dancing around.
Yep. He actually put together a decent day.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it was definitely a good rushing performance from the entire team because you had Pickens was getting in on it, Warren, and you had Najee. I mean, Pickett was running when he needed to. It was just a good, solid rush performance. And I mean, the offensive line, if I remember correctly, they had a pretty clean game. I don't think there was any penalties against them. I don't remember a holding call ever.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't remember either, but I was also screaming a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, coming from previous games, where we false start, we have holding calls, we have illegal formations. We look at someone the wrong way. We have 15 guys on the field because we can't count to 11. Like it. At this point, when your offense is here, when they act like this, just because they follow the rules, it makes it look that much better.
Yeah, it makes it look like they're.
Our offense looked like a mid-tier offense.
Hey,
Oh yeah,
it's better than a bottom tier.
Yeah, it's better than dead last.
Yeah. I think the big thing was our defense was getting the ball back, especially with those 2 picks in the end toward the end of the game. I mean the defense was just in it, and Watt had a good game, but everyone around him had a better game.
Yep.
Like Watt had a good game. He clearly he was on a snap count. Even though we said he wasn't.
I don't think he's on a snap count. I think that's the rotation.
Well, I noticed him and Hayward were out of the game. Like, if one was in, the other one was out.
Because if you play all of your starters the entire game, none of them make it to like week 15. So they're going to be rotated.
I mean, how I feel like Watt was playing a bunch the first game and then he gets hurt. So
yeah.
No, I'm not a fan of taking entire drives off.
Yeah, that happened a couple times.
I mean, if you're going to take a whole drive off, you better hope it goes 3 and out. But after maybe 3 or 4 plays, kind of rotate the guys back around. That's kind of how that works.
It was nice seeing Watt and Highsmith get to play together because I don't know about you guys. Did it remind you a little bit of
week 1?
No, Woodley and when we had Woodley and Harrison on the outside a little bit with those two.
Yeah, 2 good pass rushers. Yeah, crazy. It's crazy how 2 good pass rushers remind you of 2 good pass rushers.
I'm just looking at, we haven't seen a duo like that in a while.
Right.
And I'm just curious to see. I mean, week 1, we had 7 sacks against Cincinnati. Here we are going in week 11, and we're at home this time. And I think if we can keep this energy going, who knows what the defense is going to come up with. And they got Minka this time. Who apparently doesn't care if he's got an incision or whatever.
Yeah, so I was going to start talking about Cincinnati more, but
we're going to hold on to that.
We'll circle back.
Yeah. You want to talk about the rest of the games, or
do we want to go to Beer Crack Player of the Week?
Yeah, we do.
So Beer Crack Player of the Week was a little bit tough because who do you pick? Do you pick TJ Watt in his return? I think his greatest play was doing this that you can't really see. Getting the crowd into it, getting the whole team fired up. Alex Highsmith, 2 sacks. Did he deserve Beer Crack, or did he just benefit from TJ being back? I don't know. Kazi got an interception to kind of seal the game. Maybe he deserves Beer Crack Player of the Week. George Pickens gets a touchdown, rushes one in, first time since Pee Wee that he did that. Maybe he deserves Beer Crack. Najee Harris runs for 99 yards, which is almost like running for 200 yards if you're Najee Harris. Maybe he deserved a Beer Crack. Kenny Pickett did look like he was a lost child. Maybe he deserved it. Or maybe it was because there were certain people at the game. And for that, I say the Beer Crack Player is us. Because we went, we were loud, we got false starts, we made the Saints take timeouts, we got the defense going. So this Beer Crack's for us.
I'll crack a beer to that.
Yep.
Well, I guess that means we have to go to the game this week.
I mean, we really took Andy Dalton right out of the game. I mean, I feel like he showed up to this stadium. It's LA too.
Yep.
It was a collective group of fans in the stadium. It's the ones that stayed in their seat during plays and not walking up and down the aisle constantly. I don't know who the hell goes to a game and doesn't watch the game, but
there was a lot of walking up and down the aisles.
Like, for the love of God, figure out what you need.
They need beer guys again.
Yeah, they do.
That's the big thing.
That's why.
That should have been the beer crack right there. We need beer guys.
Well, there is no beer guys to crack a beer to because they got rid of them all.
That's true.
Who's buying the tickets?
Now it looks like you guys are.
I don't know about that.
You see, not only did they flex the game, but then they also put it in the lesser 425 spot where most of the country's watching Dallas.
Jeff, we got time for that. we got a lot to get through before we get to talking about next week.
I got a lot on my mind.
But I did want to talk about how I really do feel like Andy Dalton walked into Heinz Field and was just like, oh, this place. What's the fastest way out of here?
Yeah, right.
Well, what was it? Their first offensive play of the game was a false start.
Yeah.
It was just like, all right, well, here we go.
DJ was doing his signature move, flexing that pec, getting all of us into it.
I won't forget that first drive when they came out, because literally TJ took one step on the field, didn't even use both arms. He just went, and it was like, my people. And I was like, man, I haven't heard that stadium that loud in such a long time. Did you know that actually Pittsburgh is ranked 8th on the noise charts for NFL stadiums?
Did not know that. Is that?
Yep.
That's a fun fact.
I mean, we're in the top 25%.
Yep.
So that's a good thing.
It is.
Is that stadiums, or is it just stadiums, or do they include domes? Because there's a whole separate record.
All NFL teams.
Okay.
So the fact that we're number 8, and that includes all the domes in Kansas City. Kansas City's their own thing.
Yeah.
You got Kansas City, Seattle doing their own thing, and then
you
got the Superdome.
So you think Ford Field probably doesn't have very many loud fans in there?
They're going to be loud this week.
Yeah, they are, but not for the Lions.
They're not going to have any tables left in Detroit either.
I saw a meme that said Detroit was like, welcome to our house. The keys are under the mat. Please don't break any tables.
Yeah. Well, we picked a good game to go to.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. I just think TJ brings the most to the table when he can just make the crowd get into it like that.
Oh, yeah.
It's not even about he had 0 sacks. He had a very quiet game.
Mm-hmm.
But he elevated the rest of the team.
The fans.
And he elevated the fans.
Yep.
He even elevated the offense. He got the offense to play mistake-free football for the most part. And I really think that's why they look semi-competent. Yeah. Is because at no point did they really get themselves into a 3rd and 20.
Yeah.
They weren't driving the ball, and then all of a sudden there's a holding call and a false start and a illegal formation. And the next thing you know, we're running draw plays and screen passes to tight ends to try and get 40 yards.
Yeah, that is true.
I think as long as we play a clean game like that, we're gonna win. Doesn't matter who we play.
Do you think they tied Canada up and somebody else was calling the plays?
No, there's still too many Canadisms in there.
Yeah, there was a lot of people saying he called a good game, but he really didn't. He just they didn't set themselves back.
But let's just talk about the mood in the stadium. Every time that there was like one of those Canadisms, everyone in the stadium just sat back and they were like, asshole. Like, it was just like, why do we have this guy?
Yeah, I was waiting for you to switch it.
You can kind of tell, like, when the defense was on, everybody was into it. When the offense was on, it was like, what else is going on?
Yeah.
That's when everybody was walking up and down the aisles too.
Yeah. Yeah, you could not see a play develop because everybody was in the aisles. Like, oh, might as well go to the bathroom now.
Not
Oh,
gonna
wait,
do it.
Watt's coming back on the field? I got to go back and sit down.
And what about having? I know we played the Renegade video, but they literally did Renegade before a kickoff. Like,
But it set the mood for that drive.
To start the fourth quarter, I didn't. I mean, on one hand, you want to play Renegade every game, and we were getting pretty close to not needing it.
But I will say, I think Renegade led to the first pick.
Yeah, I'm
Led
not
to
a
one.
fan of playing it, and then you have a kickoff, and then there's like more time wasted. It's all about when to get loud at the right time.
I
yeah,
don't know. I felt like
I feel like they're always trying to make you get loud before the opposing team is trying to communicate. And then by the time that they're huddled up and actually talking, or they're trying to make adjustments at the line, your voice has crapped out.
yeah.
You know, the half the stadium's already gone to the bathroom because apparently they all have to pee 8 times a game.
yeah. Well,
I mean, hey, they were in the red zone enough that it still looked like Heinz Field to me.
yeah. It's kind of. I mean, this was our first game since it was it's not Heinz Field anymore, but it is Heinz Field.
I'm just saying, put the damn bottles back on.
Yeah, it does look weird
Yeah.
without them.
Just looks like a naked generic ass. It might as well be Snickers Field in the Madden franchise.
Oh man.
Well, then the new thing can be every time the offense starts having like woes and it's like 3rd and 20, they're like, need a break with the Snickers? You take a timeout?
That's a Twix. Snickers is you're not yourself when you're hungry.
Well, there you go. Well, that's what we can do when we have too many Canada plays in a row. Not yourself, have a Snickers.
Yeah, when bring back the ketchup bottles, and then you gotta bring back. Remember when they used to have the fan stats? Like anytime the opposing team had to take a timeout, that was credited to you.
Mm-hmm.
False starts, illegal formation, sacks, anything. It's just something to root for. It got you even more into the game.
Yeah.
Trying to pile stats up for yourself.
Yep.
Make you feel special at the game.
Then we could have really brought our stats to be a crack player.
Yeah.
And now, starting with 3 false starts, 2 timeouts, and a delay of game.
This drunk idiot.
And then just make it like a full screen of you.
Mr. I'm in the stands and I want to call plays. This one's for you.
Hey, it worked for the Colts.
Yeah.
And I think this is a good transition to let's start talking about other games.
Yeah.
All right. That works for me.
All right. Let's start off with Falcons versus the Panthers. I thought this game was going to be higher scoring. I forgot that it's monsoon season. So the Panthers won 25-15.
Yeah.
I wonder who predicted that one.
Yeah, well, you just keep on scrolling.
Yeah, let's just keep moving. It rained. That changed the game. It rained a lot. Let's go on to the Germany game. We got Seahawks versus Buccaneers. The Buccaneers win 21-16. Tom Brady continues his undefeated streak since being single.
He's gonna go on a tear here now, probably.
Well, apparently he also lost a lot of his money in some bad investment. So this dude's playing forever because he's got to make back millions.
Well, he's just starting his 4th career now. So, they say he already had 3 careers. So bring on the 4th one. Midlife crisis Brady.
And apparently those extra 3 hours of completely screwing your time zones up made a difference and screwed the Seahawks.
Yeah. Last time it screwed the Packers. I wonder if it'll screw the Seahawks as bad as it did. It screwed the Packers.
The Packers are just screwed. It's called the Packers need to learn there's no I in team.
Yeah. Who's that I? We all know.
Who's this I that you're talking about? The Packers. I just can't think of anybody who ever just talks about themselves on the Packers.
No, you can't think of anyone.
No, it's just such a well-rounded team. They have great receivers too.
Damn AAR on.
Let's move on. We got Browns Dolphins. Jeff thought the Browns were going to beat the Super Bowl MVP Tua-led Dolphins.
No.
The Dolphins won 39-17.
It's a close game.
Yeah, real close. I'm going to stop saying the Super Bowl MVP Tua-led Dolphins if the Steelers win next week. I'm going to open that door back up. I don't want to open the door back up because they'll crush my hopes and dreams, but
they always do.
In the meantime, I'm putting my money on Tua to win Super Bowl MVP.
All right. Well,
let's keep her moving on to the Lions and the Bears. The Lions bit the Bears' kneecaps because for some reason Justin Fields can score a lot of points but can't win a game. Lions win 31-30.
They barely beat kneecaps.
It almost makes you think.
Fight all four, but
all four.
Yeah, for a
Bears have four. Come on.
They still got elbows like we do.
If they're on the ground, it's a knee.
They still only have two kneecaps, but anyways.
They don't have kneecaps, but whatever.
They
have hind legs.
Yes, with kneecaps. Anyways. It's hard to believe that maybe if the Bears didn't get rid of, I don't know, their top two defensive players,
they might be winning this game.
Yep.
They gotta be like, why did we turn the offense on and turn the defense off? Like, how frustrating is it to be a freaking Bears fan right now?
Yeah.
But how fantastic is it to be a Vikings fan right now, where you're just watching your whole division just crumble in front of you?
Yeah, but that just discredits everything that they're doing because they have a cakewalk.
Yeah.
I don't know any teams that have a cakewalk. We'll talk about one. I think believe they were the last game of the week this week.
Also the Buccaneers have a cakewalk of a division to go through too. So, because Tom Brady knows when a division's about to fall apart and when a division's about to get hot. That's why he got out of the AFC East. All right, let's talk about the Kansas City Ribs.
You're always okay.
He beats Jaguars 27-17. Not really shocking. Not a whole lot to say here.
This should have been more of a blowout.
Yeah, Jaguars play better than you think, and really the Chiefs don't run the score up.
Except for when they play like the Bills, and they're like, I hate Josh Allen. And Mahomes is out there just putting up like 35 points.
They didn't do that, but I mean, they really no, they really just don't put up that many points. I mean, they have a tendency to kind of just screw off the whole game.
They can put up points if they need to, though.
Yeah, I mean, they go out and play for like 2 minutes, score a bunch of points, and they're like, let's take the rest of the day off, guys.
It's like the Steelers, but they actually can win a game.
Yeah, so what they do is they score like 17 points and then start screwing off, whereas the Steelers score like a safety and they're like, yeah, this is a lead. All right, let's move it on to the Texans and Giants. The Giants continue to, actually, they really have a good chance to win the division right now. They win 24-16.
Yeah.
Against the Texan teams. That sucks.
Do you think the Texans
suck? Yeah.
Do you think they get a different quarterback next year?
Well, they're really stuck with him just because they have no draft picks. Now, of course, next year they have the Browns draft pick, so yeah, they could get a quarterback.
They got a lot of Browns draft picks next year. And the year after that, and the year after that, and the year after that.
Yeah, well.
We're looking at a good chance here in 4 years. We might see 4 captains going for a kickoff. And they're going to be 4 first round picks. Yeah. I don't know anyone who's done that before.
Yeah. I don't think the Texans are good enough at drafting to do that. Jeff Fisher pulled that one out of his ass, though. Let's move on to Jeff Fisher's old team. We got Broncos and Titans. Mike Vrabel is continuing his quest for Coach of the Year. They beat the easy bake oven Broncos 17-10.
The Broncos are just terrible.
The Broncos are like somebody asking you if you want a beer, and then they hand you a root beer.
That is a good analogy.
And it's flat.
You got really excited for something that you thought was going to be good, and just like you can't be that mad because root beer's still kind of good, but I wanted beer.
But it's but in addition to that, it's like a flat diet root beer.
Okay, yeah, that there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would
be kind of like when you go to someone's house and they're like, "Yeah, I got beer," and then you get there and they're like, "Yeah, I just got to put it in the fridge," and you're like, I don't know who would do that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Sounds like it's somebody. It looks like you're drinking out of a ketchup bottle, honestly.
It's a bottle koozie.
Well, I know that, but it looks like a ketchup bottle.
Yeah, I mean that wouldn't shock you guys.
No.
Yeah, no.
We gotta be careful with logos now,
Yeah.
Don't want to get into a certain.
That's all right, Jeff. We moved on from that. It was funny for 1 week.
Yeah.
I just kind of stuck on calling it the Kansas City Ribs because every time I see that logo now, I'm like, yeah, ribs are good. Let's move her on to this is the game of the week right here.
Yeah.
Outside of our game.
Well, yeah.
Vikings Bills. The Bills had this handed to them so many times. And they lost it. They lost it so bad the Bills Mafia started a petition to get rid of overtime because Josh Allen sucks in overtime.
Well, I mean, they had why when they were at like the inch yard line, why would they try to do a knee? Why can't they just run a play?
Well, the idea was to run a quarterback sneak. The problem was Josh Allen fumbled the damn ball.
Yeah, that's right.
Now, a lot of people were saying take a safety and punt, but I feel like the Vikings have a horrible luck of kicking when it matters, so that probably would have been the right call.
Wasn't that in overtime? No, that wasn't in overtime.
No, that was the Josh Allen fumbled the ball with 30 seconds left, and then the Vikings were able to run it in, and then. Yeah, and then they screwed it up in overtime, and the Vikings end up winning 33-30. And now the Vikings are looking like the best team in the NFL.
That's weird.
As long as they play 1 o'clock.
And once again, they didn't have very many changes to their players, and they got a new coach.
Well, get ready for an early Super Bowl this year, guys.
They're playing at 10 a.m.
All right, let's move her on. All right, we got the coach that everybody shits on. And then the Las Vegas Crapsters who should be shit on repeatedly. Jeff Saturday comes out and proves everybody wrong. They're still filing a discrimination suit against them. I'm not sure how that works. Colts win 25-20 against a Pee Wee football team. Who, by the way, Mark Davis came out and said that Josh McDaniels will be the coach not only this year, but next year. Why? Not because he believes in him, but because he's broke. Because he took a multi-million-dollar franchise and literally drove it all the way into the ground. He has no money because he can't figure out how to hire a coach. He could have hired the cheaper coach that was already on the team that took the team to the playoffs, but no, he hired Josh McCrapsters.
I mean, I think they just have an issue being in Vegas. He's obviously blowing his money, putting on the wrong bets.
Yeah, the wrong head coaching bets. Also, Jeff Saturday really did. He took a team that absolutely sucked, and they looked good.
Yeah.
They were competent.
But do you think all it took was motivation?
I think it just took a guy who believed in his players.
Yeah.
Put Matt Ryan back in, who was going on IR, was injured, was going to be out for the year, then got benched, and then all of a sudden now he's good to play, and the whole team's playing better, and they ran the damn ball.
Yes, finally.
And we're going to talk about how running the ball might actually screw the Eagles later, because the Colts play the Eagles next week, but we'll get to that. Let's just kind of killed my transitions. Got off topic. Let's move on to the Cardinals and Rams, which this game ended up actually being good with no quarterbacks.
Yeah, right.
Colt McCoy takes on, I forget the other guy's name. Colt McCoy wins 27-17. I'm a huge Colt McCoy fan because I just always feel like he had something to give. I feel like he's a better quarterback than he's ever given credit for.
Well, you think about it, he wasted all those years in Cleveland.
He also completely destroyed his arm in college, but and then Cleveland didn't help, and then he was in Washington, and just wasn't a good time.
Nope.
But I think, he played better than Kyler.
Do you think
they
keep Kyler out?
Well, Colt McCoy put up 27 points.
But Kyler Murray had 150 headshots in Call of Duty.
Let's move it on to the Packers and Cowboys. The Packers decide the Packers can do two things. They own the Bears and beat the Cowboys.
I don't know anyone who called that one.
Well, they were playing like ass.
Yeah, they were.
I'm just saying, my lone wolves pulled through this week.
Not all of them.
Not all of them. Like the next one. Packers won 31-28. Because the Cowboys just love to throw away games. Honestly, I feel like the Cowboys are better with Cooper Rush. They're not any better with Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
And Dak Prescott costs like $48 million more than Cooper Rush.
I agree. You think of how much money you could be spending on your defense and possibly getting a couple more offensive weapons, because you look at Dak's not worth the money. Zeke's not worth the money. That's your whole offense. That's your major expenses right now on offense.
Yeah,
you're going to have to pay CeeDee Lamb here soon.
Yeah, I really think they'd be better off with just Cooper Rush. Let's move it on to Jeff's lone wolf pick of the Chargers. They lose to the Niners 22-16.
Should have won.
But they didn't.
Chargers.
Look, I have the ultimate lone wolf, and we'll talk about that after this game.
Look, Chargers are a snake-bitten franchise. Never take them.
Never take them or never take the Raiders.
Look, if the Chargers are playing the Raiders, you just know it's going to be a crapshoot. We saw it last year.
Yeah, we did.
They couldn't even figure out how to tie or win or do something right. Let's move on. Let's move on to Jeff's moment of freaking glory, Home Depot.
Hey, Home Depot, that's a great place to be.
All right, Jeff called it. The Commanders, it doesn't count as much when Jeff just calls for the Eagles to lose every single week.
Yeah.
But he said that the Commanders would beat the Eagles. He said it also like 8 weeks ago, and it went horribly, but he said it again this time, and nobody believed him because of his track record. but he was right. The blind nut found a squirrel, and the squirrel was not in Philly.
You mean the blind squirrel found a nut?
No, the blind nut found the squirrel.
He always says it that way. I don't know which way's right.
Blind squirrel finds a nut.
Blind nut finds a squirrel. Fell down a tree. Hits the squirrel in the head.
All right, so why is running gonna hurt the Eagles, or is that gonna be a next?
So the Commanders ran the ball.
Yep.
I think 48 times.
Yep.
And the Eagles could not deal with it. They signed Nakamakan Sue.
What's his name?
Yeah, I'm not saying it again.
Namanamanasu.
Yeah, they signed him to try and shore up the defensive line, but
This is going to give him another penalty.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of 15-yard penalties coming for whoever's playing the Eagles. Who do they play coming up? They have to play the Colts. Jonathan Taylor. Jeff Saturday likes to run the ball. We all know that. Peyton Manning knows that for damn sure.
Mm-hmm.
So can they beat the Colts now? If this is a blueprint on how to beat the Eagles, they're screwed. Because they have to play Jonathan Taylor, Saquon Barkley, Tony Pollard, and, well, they have to play Saquon Barkley twice. And they have to play somebody else that I can't remember.
Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry. Holy crap. How can I forget Derrick Henry? They're going to get murdered. This could be one hell of a collapse. Or the Eagles totally slept on the Commanders and they blew it.
Honestly, I after watching the game, Jalen Hurts just was sloppy, and he just didn't look like a professional quarterback.
But is that because he came into the game thinking it was a win, he got cocky, and they got beat? Or was it because Washington was running the ball to a point where he was just sitting on the bench, like, getting out of it?
I mean, it's a mix of both, but I just feel like he was making questionable calls, and it's, Philly has not fully given Jalen Hurts their blessing.
Yes, they have.
No, they have not.
Yes, they have.
No.
Yeah, it's fully blessed.
Well, my personal opinion,
Jalen Hurts is blessed more in Philly than the Vatican is. Like, I'm pretty sure people are more willing to throw holy water on him than the Pope.
Well, right now they need some white smoke in Philly.
Are you saying get rid of Jalen Hurts?
Yep.
Man, if we had Corey on here, he'd be able to give us some insight.
I'm telling you, right now you have so many.
Is your white smoke coming out of a crack pipe? Because Jalen Hurts is their guy.
Nope.
Yes, it's their guy. They're going to sign him to a mega contract.
Well, we don't have to worry about them for the next 5-10 years.
Well, you never have to worry about anybody who signs a quarterback to a mega contract.
Oh, yeah.
Except for Kansas City. Kansas City's the only team who's been able to do that.
But yet, since they did it, what have they done? I don't see any more rings.
AFC Championship every single year.
Congratulations, you're the Bills of the 80s.
90s. Yeah, they've been well in it. They've been number one in the AFC. They've just fallen short in the playoffs. Yeah, they're the exception to the rule of don't pay quarterbacks mega $1 million contracts. Let's move on. Let's talk about this game again.
Do we need to?
I don't think so.
We were just there.
We were there. It was fun.
Yep.
People sit in your seats. Watch the game.
Watch the
You
game.
paid a lot of money to watch the game. Sit there and watch it.
I didn't pay to see you get up and down all the time.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even so much get up and down. It's either you can sit down in the aisle during a play. Like, just have like some awareness that there's an event going on down the field.
I feel like people have lost awareness of that.
And maybe
The amount of people who go, I guess we're just very poor people because the amount of money that I paid, I'm watching the damn game. But instead, I see people just going up and down the stairs all the time trying to get a workout in. I see kids playing catch on the concourse. Like, what are you could have done that for free anywhere. I just don't get it.
and maybe if you know that it's like peak football season, maybe you shouldn't shut down one of the main bridges to
That's
cross
what's
the
been down
river.
all year, though.
That doesn't matter. We had to walk very far,
Jeff
are
does
you
not
still
handle the walk well.
and I was having a hard time drinking while walking.
drinking your water?
Yeah, my water. Although I was getting a little fan club back there, so felt like the little engine they could.
You get a fan club.
I drink, I can. I drink, I can. I drink, I can.
We did time it perfectly getting into the stadium. I mean, we got there right at kickoff.
Yeah,
Yeah, those escalators were a savior.
that's because you and I, Matt, were sprinting.
I found the escalator.
Jeff
That's
took
supposed
the
to be a
escalator. Yeah, we had to pee. Speaking of peeing, you go before the game.
Yes.
Go before the game and then sit there after the game like this for like 30 minutes. I don't know. I mean, is it beer vendors just not being there? I mean, not only is there no beer vendors at games, they're not selling popcorn, cotton candy, friggin' hot chocolate. They're not selling anything.
Yeah. I don't
Yep.
know.
It's not just beer. There's no water guy.
Well,
I mean, crap.
I think it's because it's now a cashless thing.
So here's
Because
what you do.
of
Here's what you do. You put a little tapper. You know where the cup holders are? You put a little tapper on each one of those, right?
Well, that's
And then when the
expensive
vendor
as
comes
fuck.
by, you hit it, and they send a signal to it, and they can see your seat number, and you tell them your seat number, be like 25, and they're like, all right, and they put it on theirs, and they go, okay, Coors Light, bucket of popcorn, and then you tap your seat, and it pays it, and then they pass it down to you. Boom,
Yeah,
done.
and
You
then
know
you're-
what they should do? Hold on. You know what they should do? They should get the bank tubes and put them on every seat, and then when you scan, it just whoop.
And then you're gonna see prices of beer, popcorn, all kinds of food just go up because they have to put those little tappers in every seat.
How about they just put the little tapper on the giant ass tub of beer that they carry around? Is that really harder to have a handheld freaking credit card reader than to have some guy carrying a wad of cash and everybody fumbling around trying to get exact change? Because we're not paying extra for anything because it's already overpriced.
I mean, they probably could do like some type of like wristband or something.
They make them. They have a little hand strap,
Yeah.
little palm pocket kind of, I don't know, freaking thing.
Palm
Palm
pilot?
reader.
Palm
What?
Pilot. What the hell? That's like, we talk about the oldest shit on this show.
They make easy ones. I mean, they basically a cell phone app.
Yeah.
It's not hard.
No,
You can still have beer vendors or just vendors in general.
Mhm.
But we care more about the beer vendors.
The beer vendors are more important. And
Yeah.
they carry water
Mhm.
in the form of ice, which keeps
Yes.
the beer cold.
The beer vendors though, they could just have like a, you put a big sack of popcorn on your back that's light, airy, and then you carry your
Are
beer.
you really going to make somebody pack mule it up those steps? Just,
Hey,
all right, we need you to carry 3 cases of beer up these steps, but hold on, get your popcorn backpack on, and then we're going to stick a cotton candy hat on you.
don't forget balloons for the kids.
Also, okay, now you just have a major block in an aisle. But those guys knew how to get, like, they knew proper etiquette of aisles. They got out of the way every time that there was a play.
Yep.
Whereas you get every other idiot who's walking up and down the stairs, and then someone's yelling at them to get them something else while they're walking down, but they can't hear because they're halfway down the stadium, and 3 idiots are yelling their heads off right in the aisle.
All right, we got way off topic here. That's a random tangent.
Well, it just was pissing me off about.
Yeah,
we need beer guys. Okay. No stadium has beer guys anymore. We need beer guys.
Well,
we need a beer guy.
They are the foundation of a proper running stadium. Kansas City probably still has them.
Probably.
Buffalo probably still has them.
I think Buffalo, they just have taps at the seat.
That's what we need. We don't need the tapper.
Yeah, screw this. Yeah, screw any payment method. Just taps. Just run taps throughout the end of every seat. And screw ID and anybody. We don't need to do that.
All right, you want to move into next week's games?
Sure.
All right. Let's do that. So before we start talking about beer guys again, because then the show will be all about that.
Okay. Let's start off with we missed the Thursday night game.
Yeah.
Do we have our records for last week?
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up.
Okay.
After this.
Oh. That's right. Well, we all got the Thursday night one, right?
Yeah, I mean, the Packers suck.
Mm-hmm.
They're not playing the Bears. They're not playing the Cowboys. They were going to lose. Also, I mean, that was kind of a dumb game because the Titans were the underdog in that game, and that's just asinine. I mean, they're one of the best teams in the AFC. They got one of the best head coaches in the NFL. They got the best running back in the NFL. Well, what were they thinking?
Because Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, well, Aaron Rodgers sucks. Let's move on to another team with no quarterback. We got the Ravens taking on the Panthers. I think we all took the Ravens here. Nope. Oh, no, wait. Jeff took the Panthers.
Yeah.
Let's hear the reasoning behind this. Why are the Ravens going to lose to a team that fired their head coach already?
Because Panthers got nothing to lose. They're due for it. The Ravens are due
to
drop
this
one.
Game to lose.
The Ravens are due to drop one. Panthers are looking to win one.
I think you're crazy.
I was crazy about the Commanders too, but
okay, well, you're just freaking wrong about this one.
Yeah.
You just take the Panthers every week.
I do. This is the third straight week in a row.
All right, let's talk about another one. This game, I'm staying away from all bets with this game because we really don't know what kind of Eagles team's showing up. And if the Eagles win, that doesn't pay crap. And it's not worth the risk of taking the Colts because that doesn't pay enough. And I'm not taking the spread because this game could literally go like the Eagles could win by 30 or lose. And everything in between. I mean, we don't know what Eagles team's showing up, and we don't know if the Jeff Saturday effect is going to continue on multiple weeks. Or if that was just a 1 week, we got to show that we know how to play football for a week.
I mean, I took the Colts. I think the Jeff Saturday magic doesn't run out just yet.
I took the Eagles. I think they're a little wake-up call, and they're going to get back on track here.
Yeah, I took the Eagles. You know, Jeff, this week you have 5 lone wolves. Matt has 1. I have 0.
We're keeping Rooney awake.
Yeah.
Is he coming through here?
He is. All right.
Let's move on here. This is a toss-up game here, so I took the Jets just because it pays. The Jets have been playing good. Patriots are they're inconsistent. I mean, take the Jets to cover the spread at least.
I took the Jets on this one.
We are all taking the Jets.
You know, the Jets actually could win this division.
They're not because of the Dolphins. But
Dolphins, remember? Super Bowl MVP led.
The Bills opened the door to lose this division, but the Jets are not going to beat the Dolphins. They're just the better team. And it's crazy that the Patriots are dead last, but they're actually having a fairly decent season.
Yep.
Let's move on. We got the Commanders versus the Texans. I took the Commanders to win this because, well, Lovie Smith, he sucks.
I took Lovie Smith because, well, he sucks.
That makes sense.
Jeff took Lovie Smith because he might as well just take every single upset.
Nah, honestly, I just feel like the Commanders are going to be high on that win against the Eagles, and they don't give a shit right now. They're just high on that win, and they're like, they're still good.
There's a chance, but the Texans have the 32nd ranked run defense, and they just ran the ball 48 times.
Yeah.
So just kind of pointing that one out. Chris, you took the Commanders?
I sure did.
Yep. All right, let's move it on. We got Rams and Saints. How long is Stafford out? I keep meaning to look that up. I keep getting distracted.
Yeah, I don't know. I keep getting distracted too.
I'm just looking at Andy Dalton's Andy Dalton, and he's done. He's washed up. He's done. So Rams.
What if Jameis Winston comes back in?
Doesn't look like it right now.
I chose the Rams too. I don't remember why I chose the Rams, but
In hopes that Stafford plays.
maybe.
I took the Saints. The Saints are at home. The Rams aren't playing good. Cooper Kupp's out.
Yeah, I might change my pick.
Cooper Kupp's done for the year. And I don't know what the status is on Stafford. This game's gonna suck. That's for sure.
You not putting any bets on, doing any bets on this one?
Man, you could take the Saints. Let's keep her moving. We got Lions Giants. This will be an inch. Can you go? There you go. A little too far there.
I know.
Lions Giants. I took the Giants. Giants are the better team. And they see the door open to win the division.
Mm-hmm.
Before last week, that door was really not open because the Eagles weren't losing any games, but now it's wide open, especially with them playing them twice.
Right.
I think some kneecaps are going to get bit this week.
Yeah, I don't think so. I got the Giants.
I mean, Detroit's got to be worried about the Bills screwing up their house. I mean, are you that cool with someone else just being in your house that you don't really know?
Well, someone's got to win in that house.
So the Lions can't win?
Not in their house.
But the Lions can win on the road?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do believe they beat Green Bay in Green Bay.
I got Giants here.
Yeah, definitely Giants.
All right, let's move on to Bears Falcons. I'm taking the over. I'm taking the over of every Bears game from now on.
and for the Bears to lose.
Yeah. Because obviously, like, this game's going to be like 40-45. Because the Bears can put up points, but they can't win a game.
Right.
And I took... Who did I take?
I took the Bears.
I took the Bears, too.
Chris, who you got?
Yeah, we all got the Bears.
We all got the Bears, so we're all wrong here.
Falcons.
Falcons are going to win. It is a nice little upset bet to pick. I mean... probably at least take them to cover.
Right.
I don't have a lot of confidence because the defense is trash now that they lost their two best players. But take the over, take the Bears to cover the spread. +3, that's pretty decent.
Moving on to the game that's in Detroit.
Well, this game's a little funny one because Buffalo saw that there was 6 feet of snow in the forecast, got their game moved, and then said, we'll leave tomorrow. So they're stuck in Buffalo.
Really?
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. That makes sense because all flights are grounded and you ain't driving anywhere.
Yeah, I mean they're getting 3 inches an hour. So I don't know how this is gonna go at all.
I say let them play in the stadium.
They can't.
Let them play.
Did you see the stat of players who literally will not be visible if they get 6 feet of snow?
Yes. Let them go for it. That'd be hilarious. Especially when Cleveland shows up wearing all white.
Yeah.
This
All you
could
see
be
is
an
little orange
upset.
helmets floating around.
I took the Bills to win this game, but if they're getting screwed around on travel, by the time they get to Detroit and they're not in their normal locker room, this is supposed to be a home game, they're getting yanked around. Cleveland, and they had to sell tickets to this game last second. Cleveland's a lot closer. Buffalo, you can't travel from. This is a Cleveland home game. They might get the upset here.
Let's hope not.
I don't know. Bills Mafia finds a way to get there.
The walk. They've already started walking.
Bills Mafia can't be seen. They're literally under snow.
They'll be sailing across the Great Lakes. On folding tables, floating like George Washington crossing the Delaware.
They can't because they already broke their tables.
Yeah.
Just keep an eye out for that. Look at when Detroit or when Buffalo arrives in Detroit, because if they have a horrible travel schedule, they could end up very well screwed here. And they're already on they're on a 2-game losing streak, right?
Yep.
Yeah, the wheels are falling off here in Buffalo.
I just don't see them losing 3 in a row.
It's hard to see them losing 3 in a row.
We've said that about Brady this year. We said that about Aaron Rodgers this year.
Yeah, why not say it about Josh Allen?
We said it about ourselves this year.
Well, I don't know.
No, I saw us losing 3 in a row. I was fully confident in that. I did not see us beating the Buccaneers.
No. But you saw us beating the Browns, didn't you?
I thought we would win either the Browns or the Jets game.
Yeah. Oh, it was a Jets game. It wasn't the Browns.
I was wrong. We beat the Buccaneers. But I thought we would win 1 game before the bye week, and we did. Let's move it on to the Las Vegas Crapsters versus the Easy Bake Ovens.
Yeah.
This is hard to take the Broncos here, but the Crapsters. They're crap.
No.
I'm saying the blind squirrel finds a nut this week.
Mm.
This is a battle of the blind squirrels, but
Yeah.
I think the one has at least one good eye.
They're in Denver, so home field advantage right there.
Is it home field advantage? Because all I see is disappointment on Denver's face.
Yeah, but you got to remember how much Denver hates Josh McDaniels.
Yeah.
His only redeeming factor in Denver is the fact that he is tanking the Las Vegas Crapsters even harder. Also, have I stressed this point enough? How much Josh McDaniels sucks. How could you pick Josh McDaniels to win anything?
Oh, pick me. He's facing Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson is facing Josh McDaniels. When Russell Wilson is facing subpar mediocrity, yeah, whatever. He's facing a suck ass. He plays good enough to win. He's not the worst team in the league.
He is one to it.
He's slightly above it. You know, there's Russell Wilson. There's bad teams. The Crapsters. They're not on the screen.
All right. Are you doing any bets with this?
Well, obviously take the Broncos at minus 146. That's a half decent payout, especially if you're going to parlay it with something. And I mean, hell, take them to cover the spread. They probably win by 14.
You think?
Las Vegas Crapsters.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Raiders.
Yeah, well, you're going to take a loss.
So many games.
All right, here we got another game. We got Cowboys Vikings.
I think the Vikings are for real.
We all think.
No.
Now they had a big game against the Bills. They could be coming down from that.
I mean, this is at 4:00. We are pushing Kirk Cousins.
Yep.
Pushing it a little.
Like it's going to interrupt his afternoon nap.
And the Cowboys are coming off a loss.
Man, they
And
might as well
they
just stay in
also
Green
think
Bay. and
they have a
just get
chance
away.
at the division right now. They don't, but they think they do.
Yeah.
Um,
They should just stay in Green Bay and just work their way over.
they could have. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a lot of traveling to fly from Green Bay back to Dallas up to Minnesota.
Yeah. I mean, you could just drive an hour.
I mean, I'd take the Vikings on this just because that pays considerably better. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell you. The Vikings could crash down here.
Yep.
If this was a 1:00 game, I would say take the over. But it's a 4:25 game. What's Kirk Cousins at 4:25? We know what he is at prime time. That's 8:00. We know what he is at 1:00. This is 4.
Well, technically, it's 3, given the time change for him.
It's 3 there.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's take the Vikings then if it's only 3:00.
Yeah. He can still have his, he'll still be able to get a nap in there somewhere, I think. He'll just take it before the game, not after.
Yep. All right.
On
Also, the Cowboys have to look forward to a short week the next week, so.
True. So they could already be thinking about the next week.
Let's go. Well, we're going to talk about that game later. We got Ribs versus Chargers.
Ribs versus Bolts.
I took Ribs.
I'm taking Ribs.
Yep. Ribs all the way.
I'd take the over of this too. Chargers aren't a good team, but they can put up points. And the Chiefs' defense isn't exactly great.
Almost like they paid a quarterback too much.
Yeah, they're still winning games. All right, let's move on.
Okay.
We got Niners and Cardinals.
Oh, Cardinals at home.
Cardinals at home, take the Niners.
Yep. All taking the Niners.
I don't know if Kyler's playing or not. I mean, if he isn't playing, maybe take the Cardinals. Colt McCoy's he's a quarterback. Kyler Murray's a freaking gamer.
Yeah.
But no, I think the Niners are a better team. They're firing on all cylinders.
I mean, you want to talk about an unstoppable run team right now. Their run team, their run offense is, I would say, better than when they went to the Super Bowl several years ago.
Well, with Christian McCaffrey in there, and then
he's doing more quarterbacking than Garoppolo.
I forget the guy's name, but he's on my team.
Who?
Just got off IR. He just came back off IR.
Is he a running back?
Yeah, he's a running back. Hold on.
I don't
Speaking of people that are eligible,
Elijah Mitchell.
know.
Yeah.
What were you going to say, Jeff?
never mind. That's coming up. I saw we're going to be seeing Deshaun Watson come back soon, so that'll be affecting the Browns. They'll have some quarterback controversy.
I do not know why you were trying to keep the dream of the Browns being good alive. Like, just shit on them already.
Nah, you shit on them. We got to play them one more time. I'll shit if we beat them.
You'll shit.
You're going to wait till week 18 to shit on the Browns?
Sure.
Fuck that. I'm shitting on them all day, every day.
Taking them to the Super Bowl.
Oh.
Yeah. It's the only way they'll ever go. All right. Let's go and talk about next week's games. Or next
Like
week.
we just did that.
Let's talk about our next week game.
Do you want to talk? Are you going to do any bets with this one?
With which one?
Ours.
You know what? We don't normally have prop bets when we record.
That's true.
Let me see if we got any now.
Well, are you taking any? Are you doing anything with what I have up on the screen?
Well, that's not a prop bet. Well, I think the Steelers have a good chance of actually winning this game.
Yeah, I'm a little late to bringing this comment up, but Ellie said she saw a picture of the Bills stadium. Yeah, it'd be a little hard to play.
Yeah.
Go for it, man. Come on. 25 an hour, free ticket to the game, shovel out the stadium. But don't shovel the field.
Don't shovel the field.
Yep, just let them play.
You got to see the lines, though. You got to see the lines.
We'll paint them. We'll paint the lines red on top of the snow.
On top of this.
They can use the spider cam.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. If I'm taking prop bets on this game, we got Pittsburgh defense at plus 700. So let's just play this out as if the Steelers are going to win this game, because that's the more fun alternative we have.
What, versus drinking?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think if we win this game, the Steelers score a touchdown. So if you think the Steelers are going to win, take the Steelers defense to score a touchdown. It pays plus 700.
Okay.
Also, if you're feeling extra frisky, Derek Watt, he's been getting a little bit more playing time, plus 3,700.
That's
Okay.
What are you guys looking forward towards the game?
I think the offense is they're getting more time with the ball. They're not as pressured now that the defense is just back to how it was. I think we're going to see more out of Watt this week. He's got another week of practice. He kind of, we're going to see him really start getting in there. Mika's back, so that's going to take a whole other area of the backfield there. So I think the defense is going to be very close to week 1 status.
Well, Jeff, you just took the whole took everything.
I didn't talk about special
Hey,
teams.
I want to see the offense get going and the defense really make some stops. Really hope the special teams comes through too.
We don't have
some good field goals.
We don't have Boswell, so probably not.
Yeah.
Well, second week for Matthew Wright, so we might see.
Better
Yeah,
see
he looks good.
Yeah.
He could definitely play better. You know what I want to see is Kenny Pickett's over-under for passing is 214 yards.
What?
I'll take the over on that one.
No, he has not really been throwing for over 200 yards in a game, except for his first game.
So speaking of this whole over-under and how much he's throwing, when Ben was in town, you put him on a pitch clock. If he went over 40, we didn't win. We went under. If he was under 40 passes, we won.
I thought it was 50.
I thought it was 40.
Yeah, it was 40.
It was 40.
So what's your pitch clock for Pickett?
We don't have one yet.
Because he hasn't
It's not like we've been in a situation where he just chucked it 80 freaking times. We don't have enough sample size.
56 times in one of the games.
Well, that's one.
And the
we
next
don't
time
have enough sample size here. What I want to see is that he's chucking. If he chucks the ball 56 times and doesn't break 200 yards, we got a problem.
Yeah, it's a lot of incomplete passes.
Yeah,
or
a lot of dump off or negative yard passes. Like, I wanna see him actually get some yardage. Maybe move the ball down the field. I think we need to actually score. We need to score more than 20 points.
Yeah, I want to see a good rotation of the defense like we saw last week. So that way we can keep everybody healthy.
So yeah, I think a good way to keep the defense well rested is to play that mistake-free football.
Yeah,
that we that they did on offense. Not, and I mean, I want to see points scored, but really, if you can just continue drives, it really helps the defense.
Yeah.
And I think it really frustrates opposing teams.
I think it's almost safe to say that I think 40 is the magic number.
So a team that's based on playing defense and running the ball shouldn't chuck the ball all over the place?
No.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's insane. If we're winning a game, we're going to run the ball. Because if we have a 1-point lead, Tomlin likes to act like we have a 40-point lead.
Yep.
It'd be nice to see a blowout, but I don't see it happening. Is Jamar Chase playing?
No.
Okay. I thought he was out. I just wanted to make sure.
I figured he'd come back just to screw us.
Plus, remember,
You like screwing your fantasy team.
Yeah.
Steelers are
Miles Jack and Tomlin.
Yeah. So Steelers are wearing their color rush jerseys. They're 7-1 in their color rush.
I think it's so weird that they call it. The color rush should be yellow, not all black.
I don't know. No, this is close to those, to like the classic uniforms, though.
I liked it when it was the throwback uniform. I don't remember us ever wearing that throwback uniform.
With the yellow helmets.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Those were good uniforms.
Mm-hmm.
I would hate it if they came out in all gold. That would suck. That would be horrible.
Yeah, they blended with the seats.
Yeah. And the Bengals will be wearing all white.
Yeah.
By the way.
No, white with stripes.
Well, yeah. Well, mostly white, though.
They'll probably still wear white with stripes. But
Well, it's after Labor Day, so they really shouldn't be doing that.
Oh, shoot. I guess I better change my jersey.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess you want to see our weekly picks here?
Yeah, I guess we could do that.
Yep. Next on Concussion Protocol, here's my pick.
What?
My picks always seem to be. Oh, that pick. No, I was thinking fancy picks.
No, these. This real quick. Look,
Look at that 11-3 record last week.
Yeah, wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah, you got lucky.
We got a lot of games that we agree on here.
And yet, one person just can't get with the system.
But yet,
Hey,
I'm
look, Jeff. Look, you're
I'm above 500.
500 now.
Wow.
Yeah.
At 11-3 last week.
Yep.
Still got a comfortable lead here. Yeah, I mean, I could see if you want to take the Colts, if you want to get frisky with that, trying to make a comeback. I could see you taking the Texans, thinking the Commanders are coming off of a high. But the other three, you're just an idiot.
We'll see what happens, I guess.
Any given Sunday, especially on Monday night.
Yeah, well.
Well, we all agreed on Monday night.
We all agreed on Monday night,
So not every Monday night.
Yeah.
Well, at this point, the only way to get ahead is to go against you. So
it's true.
It's also a good way to fall further behind.
I've been closing the gap the last 2 weeks.
Has been. You have been.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you want to say who your fantasy players are? Good value fantasy players of the week.
Yep.
So you want me to go first?
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
So next on Concussion Protocol.
What was
going
that?
to be? Huh?
I said, what was that?
Next on Concussion Protocol.
Did you get hit in the head too?
Just a few times. Coming off nights this week, guys. So, anyways, my fantasy pick of the week is Dalton Schultz, tight end for Dallas. He's $5,900 on FanDuel. He's going up against the 29th ranked defense, 29th against the pass, 16th against the rush, 25th overall in points to tight ends. So I think he's going to have a pretty good game. The Cowboys still throw it around. I mean, he's a safe target. And once again, we don't know what Minnesota's going to look like in a semi-prime, not prime time situation. So there we go.
You want me to go?
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm going to choose Devin Singletary. He's 6,400 on FanDuel, and he's going against 31st overall ranked defense, 23rd against the rush. I chose him before the whole debacle with the travel, but I'm still going to stick with him.
I was gonna say, did you pick him while you still thought he was gonna play in 6 feet of snow, or
Yeah.
He is 5'7".
Before I found out. Well, obviously I didn't know that until the show, but
yeah.
My question is, if they played in Buffalo, are snowmen considered the 12th man?
You just make a bunch of snowmen on the field.
You gotta weave around them.
Yeah, bunch of blocking dummies. All right, for my good value pick, I picked Brian Robinson. He's $6,600 on FanDuel. He's playing against the Texans defense that's can't stop a running back to save their life. The Washington's running the ball a lot, really well. I think he's going to put up a good day.
You know, it's funny. I was actually looking at, before I knew who you guys were picking, I actually was looking at both of your guys to choose.
I mean, you know, you get tight on budget on FanDuel.
Yeah.
What happens? You find the diamond in the rough, or in my case, just the rough.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to find that diamond in the rough. Otherwise, you end up picking the lowest cost defense that ends up scoring you negative points, Chris.
I still do that.
I take Steelers D every week. They're cheap. They're 3,800, and they honestly, I think they've only gone negative once this whole year, and that was against Buffalo. Every other game, they're putting 7 to 10 points on the board, if not more.
I don't disagree with the strategy of take the cheapest defense, but at least look at it to don't take a team that's playing like the Chiefs.
Oh, well.
Because that can go very bad quick.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Well, do you want to get into our game?
Sure, let's get into our game.
Are you ready to pull up, or do we need to do some time filler? I guess that's
well, you can explain the new way we're doing this.
Yeah, right. So we're gonna have two people go against each other on a game. The loser is going to be doing one of those TikTok. One of those. I sound like an old person.
One of those. My God. One of them newfangled TikTok dances.
It's a ticker talk, isn't it? A ticker talk?
Ticker talk. Yeah. A new one of the viral TikTok videos or dances. So the loser will have to do that. Maybe we'll identify that the dance prior, maybe next week or for the next ones, so that way we know that what that person's doing. But yeah, this week it's going to be Jeff and I against each other, and I think Matt's going to bring up the team logo, and we got to choose, or we got to say who their head coach is.
I'm looking forward to this. I'm 0-2 in games here.
I kind of wish I would have looked at this before right now.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna do share a screen.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not easy doing that, huh?
Well, there was like 3 options. I wasn't sure what's the best.
Yeah, share screen and then share window, I think.
This week on it, we don't know what technology is. We'll be using a slide projector and possibly an overhead machine. So if it's a little crooked, it's because the slide's not on right. So
all right.
Are you ready?
Yeah, sure.
Is it? Well, okay.
All right. So this is how this is gonna go. We're gonna go with we'll go with Chris first, and then we'll just alternate. You get 10 seconds.
What are you gonna have a timer going on your phone?
Yeah, in a second. But you get a lot of time for this first one.
Really? I can see it already.
You can see it?
I can see it.
What do you mean you can see it?
I
He
can see
can see
it.
everything, Matt. He sees everything. He
You
has
can't see the answer though.
Oh, no. I can see what the team is, though.
All right, we're going in alphabetical order. So
Oh,
What is this?
what is what?
well, I see the answer, Matt.
My answer's right there.
What do you mean you see the answer?
What do you mean? What do you mean? I see the? It's right
Now
there.
you see the answer. Hold on. Stop.
Oh
sharing.
my gosh!
What's going on? What do you mean you see the answer?
What do you mean? You can't see the answer?
It's written right next to it.
It wasn't.
It was on the screen.
Hold on.
Oh, this is why we should have learned last week, Matt.
Let's be a good time right here. Don't forget to like,
You can.
subscribe, share. Look at us on TikTok. We got YouTube Shorts, Instagram, Facebook page. You can email us at either two brothers podcasting at outlook.com.
It's
Or
still showing. I can still
It's showing the answer.
I can see the answer. I mean, I knew that one anyways, but
you can also leave a comment right now. If you leave a comment, we'll talk about whatever you got to say.
I don't know what to do then.
Say the team.
yeah, just
Close it out so that Chris can't see it. Since the first one you were giving him is
I didn't even need the answer.
Well, this is bullshit. I mean, it's not showing it on my screen. I don't understand how it's showing it on your screen.
Oh, there we go.
What?
Yeah, bring that up. Bring that comment up.
Yeah, you go.
See?
Yeah, I guess the games are just gonna have to be between you two.
Yeah. All right. I am clearly not good at it. Anyways, we'll skip the Cardinals because I think we already all know that one, apparently. I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't know what you're doing, man.
I don't know what I'm doing either. All right. First one's Falcons.
Is this for me?
Yeah.
Okay. Arthur Smith.
Okay.
Is that right?
Next one. Yeah. Well, we're going to skip the Ravens. All right. Bills, Jeff.
What?
Well, I had to skip one because we skipped the Cardinals.
Oh.
Come on, Jeff. We got the Bills. It's not a hard one.
I don't know.
Chris, you want to steal?
Oh, I get to steal?
Yeah, sure. Jeff said he doesn't know.
All right. Tom McDermott.
There you go.
Are you keeping track of the score?
Yeah, you're at 2.
2-0.
All right. We got Panthers. This is Chris's.
It's me.
Yep.
Steve Wilkes.
Yep. All right. We got the Bears, Jeff.
Come on, we've talked about him before.
Matt Nagy.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
It's a Matt. All right, Chris.
Matt Eberflus.
There you go. I feel like Chris looked all these up or he saw them all on my screen.
I did not see him on the screen. I did not look him up.
All right. We got Jeff. Or we were on the Chris.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I stole that from him.
Yeah, you still. Okay, well,
can give
Chris,
it-
you got the Bengals.
I was gonna say you can give this to Jeff. Go ahead.
Jeff,
No.
go ahead.
Nope.
Because you don't know it.
Come on. All right, Jeff, this is yours now. The
I even
Bengals.
crammed for this.
You crammed? What? You
Yeah.
This is how you cram?
All the bullshit we talked about ruined my whole thought process.
Jeff, you got 2 damn seconds.
Jeff wins by default. How? Oh, because Matt can't bring the stuff up right.
Yep.
Well, I don't. I did a lot of work on this goddamn thing. I can't believe it's not working right.
I can't. I'm drawing a blank on this.
All right, Chris, who is it?
Taylor.
All right. I guess, Chris, this is yours. Browns.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Time's up. Jeff.
Oh, it just came to me.
Nothing? It's Kevin Stefanski.
Yeah.
All right. Jeff, Cowboys.
Oh. Mike McCarthy.
There you go.
I'm on the board.
All right. We got Broncos. Chris.
Oh, our guy, Nathaniel Hackett.
It's not our guy, but.
Well, I mean, we talked about him before, and
All right, Jeff, the Lions.
Oh shoot.
Old kneecap butter.
Oh,
HBO special.
Oh, I had him in my head. Shoot.
Time's up. Chris.
Dan Campbell.
All
That's
right.
it. That's
Chris
it.
is winning by a landslide.
Uh,
All right, Chris. We got the Packers.
You know this one, Jeff?
yeah, I already said it. Well, no, I didn't.
I was gonna say, I don't think you talked about it.
You gotta know this one.
All right. Well, Chris, it was yours and you ran out of time because you were talking to Jeff. Jeff, what is it?
Matt LaFleur.
There you go. All right. We got, I guess this is Jeff's now, the Texans.
Lovie Smith.
There you go.
Man, he's making a comeback.
All right. We got the Colts, Chris.
Jesus Christ.
We got the GOAT.
Just Saturday.
All right. We got the Jaguars, Jeff.
Doug Peterson.
There you go. I can't believe you got that one. We got all those other ones wrong.
I remember that.
All right, Chris, we got a hard one. We got the Chiefs. The
Chiefs.
Kansas City Ribs.
The guy that likes to eat ribs, Andy Reid.
There you go. All right, we got the Las Vegas Crapsters, dipshit.
Gospel Daniels.
Had a nice graphic for that one too.
Oh man.
All right, Chris, we got the Chargers.
Oh my god. Oh,
You got 5 seconds.
Brandon Staley.
There you go. We got the Rams, Jeff.
Sean McVay.
There we go. All right, we got the Dolphins, Chris.
Mike McDaniel.
Yep. All right, next up we got Vikings. Chris.
Kevin O'Connell.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, Jeff. This is oh wait, this is Chris's question. Patriots. All right, we got Jeff. Who's the Aints coach?
Going Cleveland.
That's all I can think of is
Yeah, Chris.
Dennis Allen.
There you go. I feel like Chris has a list.
Yeah.
I'm starting to think that now.
Yeah, he's just reading down.
Yeah.
Chris, Giants.
Oh, Brian Daboll. That's easy.
All right. Jeff, Jets.
Fuck.
Oh, come on.
How many are left?
I did every team.
Not enough for me to win.
Just
All
give,
right, Chris.
just give them all to Jeff, and I'll steal if I can.
Okay, well, Jeff didn't get this one, so Chris.
Oh, Robert Saleh.
Jeff, Eagles. You crammed for this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even start the timer on time because of my disbelief of you not knowing half of these.
Yeah.
Chris.
Nick Sirianni.
You have to have a list in front of you. There's no.
All right, Jeff. You better get this one. Steelers.
Mike Tomlin.
Hey, we got one. All right, Niners.
Come
on.
Oh shoot. Kyle Shanahan.
There you go. Seahawks.
Pete Carroll.
All right. Buccaneers.
Bruce Arians.
No. It's not Leftwich, is it?
No, Chris.
Todd
Chris, who is it? There we go. All right. Titans.
Mike Vrabel.
There we go. I talked him out of our already. You should have got that one.
No, I was watching
And
him.
then we have for to not win the Commanders.
Oh, Ron Riviera.
There you go. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, close enough.
What?
Ron Rivera.
Yeah,
No, whatever.
not Riviera. It's a lot more fun to say Riviera, though.
Riverboat Ron.
But it?
Anyways, I'm just going to share my screen one more time, though.
Okay.
Because I want everybody to see my...
Your graphics. Jeff, what's the Cardinals head coach?
Can you see it?
I mean, I know who it is. Yeah, I can see it. But what's the? That's what we see.
Yeah. Hold on. Well, yeah, but when I can't. You can still get. Is it on the Cardinal screen right now?
No, it's on the Raiders.
Raiders.
Yeah. See, something's fucking. It's
Cliff
not-
Kingsbury.
Yeah, he just. Did you not know that? He showed that.
No.
I showed that earlier.
So whenever I start the PowerPoint, it doesn't show. Okay. It doesn't actually transfer. All right. So, anyways, I just wanted everyone to see my
Your dumpster fire.
my dumpster fire for the Raiders because this is really more of a screw the Raiders show at this point.
Well, stay tuned for next week where I do some stupid TikTok dance.
Well, it's not gonna be next week. You're gonna have to. I mean, that may. I guess it will be next week, but
In the next
Yeah, I
week.
mean you'll do it before. Stay tuned to TikTok because it'll just be a short that we do. Comment what type of TikTok dance you'd like to see Jeff do.
yeah. Or Sarah, if you just wanna pick it out. I'll go find it.
Can we do like a really old one?
Since I made it sound like it was an old thing.
Yeah, Jeff, can you do the Macarena?
Let's. All right. Well, Jeff, maybe next time you need to cram better.
Yeah.
I was
Because-
good so you fucked the PowerPoint up.
Jeff, I fucked the Oh, come on.
Seriously, I was like in the zone.
Well, I didn't know if you started a PowerPoint, it wouldn't work.
Oh,
All right, Jeff, you have to do Gundam style. Because we're just going to pull everything out that's old.
All right. Well, we'll have to figure it out and stay tuned for that one. So, what are we gonna? I guess we could talk about this off here. Oh, comments. We got comments.
Yeah, no, we don't.
no, we don't. We got Nigerian comments,
Yeah. Well,
but we do have one from
Yeah.
Yep, there we go. That's the one we'll show. Not all of them pages Jeff decided to follow.
This is on YouTube. This is a whole different thing.
Yeah, Sarah, think about it.
I'm sure this will be a good one.
All
And
right.
I can break out the Daisy Dukes and do the boom, boom.
Yeah, let's not do that one.
No. That's not a dance.
I don't know.
All right.
It's like every other TikTok out there.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so
You
yeah.
could do like the big ass tiny waves. You're gonna need like a girdle though.
We'll figure something out. All right. Well, Jeff, you want to lead us off here?
Yep. Here we go.
All right. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We'll see you next week on the Rooney Toon Report.